I wanted to do part 2 while I'm inspired to make these videos today. I got a lot to say, obviously, today. Check me out on IG, Blessed Lyrics, for my music exclusively. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, I'm Noir Sky 1111. That's my private account, but it's got, a little bit more of my personality on there. So, part 2, it's not racism, it's you. Our ego can really block us from improving. I've made this point. And when I first got into the bartending game, this was, at this point, I started bartending about 13 years ago. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time. I don't bartend anymore, but I got my bartending license. And it was a friend of mine, actually, who sent me to bartending school. And no, it wasn't 13 years ago. It wasn't 13 years ago. It was about 10 years ago. My friend sent me to bartending school. I got certified to be a bartender. And I've done all types of things in the restaurant industry. I've done hospitality. I've waitressed before. I've waitressed, I think, maybe 2 or 3 times before in my life. But most of my jobs have been a bartender. And I'm so happy, again, that I got out of it. But I was really horrible at first. Like, I was a bad bartender. Oh my God, I didn't know how to change a keg. I didn't know how to pour proper beer. Still even later on, the cocktail recipes were, I couldn't remember a lot of things. It was horrible at remembering customers' names, and that was always an issue. Just bad, just multitasking was not my specialty. And then as each year went by, I got really, I improved significantly. Not to the point where I was like Tom Cruise in that movie, I think Cocktail, flipping bottles and lighting things on fire or anything like that. I know some pretty serious mixologists, but I was never like that. But as far as just being able to balance the register, handle the guests, make drinks, all the duties of it, I was doing well at it. And in my former years, when I got fired, it wasn't because I was black or because I was a woman. Now, later on, there were issues of racism and things of that nature, but early on, it was because I sucked at it. I was just bad at the job. I was subpar. And so, part 2 of It's Not Racism, It's You, it can go every single way. It's not just a matter of, black, white, whatever, white, black. And so I say to, some of the white people that I know, I could never be racist. I grew up, with some of the best friends that I've ever made were white girls. And like I said in my former video, the more that I like you, the more I'm going to joke with you. I'll have no problem telling my white girlfriends, please, leave your potato salad in the fridge at home when you come to the cookout. We don't want you to bring your food to the potluck. No matter how many Zumba classes you take, you're not gonna be able to dance like us. I'll tell my white girlfriends that in a heartbeat, and we'll have a laugh together. Now, when it comes to more, serious things like how I feel about melanin and what it really serves, my friends love me because I'm honest. Melanin is scientific. There's really nothing debatable about science, and melanin to me is a special power. It is a superpower. And so it's not a matter of really putting people down about our differences. We have unique differences. We have things more in common than differences, but we do have distinct differences that make us unique. So I say this to say that I was put in a situation, and I'm not going to talk too much about it because to me it's at this point irrelevant. The problem is already pretty much handled. But I had some people do some really invasive things to me, and some really horrible things that happened to be white and happen to be women, and anybody would have the same opinion about what they did to me that I had. But I said, I'm an intelligent person. I'm not going to say that with all the love that I've received from people who don't look like me, I'm not going to blanket all white women and say that they're all this way. What I will say is that you embody characteristics that I don't rock with at all. I don't find it admirable. I don't see very many redeeming qualities. And this isn't about race. Don't hide behind the cloak of being white to, make you feel better about your lack of integrity, your dishonesty, and your commitment to mediocrity. There are white women that excel. There are white women that, are exceptionally work very hard. And I'm not dismissing issues of racism. I'm not dismissing issues of sexism. All I'm saying is you can't hide behind the cloak of you being a white woman to say, oh, Kinza is a bigot or Kinza is racist. That's not factual. It's not. There's nothing that is can substantiate a claim like that at all. What I am is I'm a thinking individual who judges people by the content of their character. And if you do not uphold certain standards that I find respectable, I do not allocate you my respect. You're not going to get my respect. It's just that simple. It's not because you're white. It's not because you're a woman. It's because I don't respect you. I don't find your behaviors, your patterns, and the things that you do respectable. And that, to me, is the same with that same light that says, look, not everything is racism. Sometimes you just suck. Sometimes you're just not good at something. Sometimes you just have a bad character. Sometimes you're just lazy. Sometimes you just have things that you just need to work on. Period. Black, white, or in between. Don't hide behind the cloak of being a woman or being black or being white or being anything but to deal with the fact that you have work to do on yourself. And it's literally just that simple. If you're cool, I don't care if you're black, white, pink, green, orange, speak a different language. If you have qualities that I find respectable, we can rock. If you don't, I don't mess with you. And it's literally that simple. Talent-wise, Kelly Clarkson can outsing me. Christina Aguilera, I think Christina Aguilera might, I think she's partially Latin, but I don't know. Either way, these women can outsing me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a matter of these race things. I think people a lot of times hide behind race to just make up for the fact that they're not exceptional in any way. You know what I'm saying? Don't have anything really to bring to the table. And I'm not trying to say that from a condescending point of view. I'm saying everybody's work in progress. But right now you just have not, you're what you have become is not what I deem respectable. Plain and simple. Part 2. It's not racism. It's you.